So I'm gonna be one of those people that does a video from their car because I think it's like a particular genre, and I really like the one of Snoop Dogg listening to a song about letting it go in his car. It's quite inspiring. But yeah, so I'm just sharing my journey about being hacked and disabled from Facebook, and all the advice and videos I've listened to, watched and read, and my 2 cents on Facebook and it disabling people in an era in which it has made people addicted to social media, and it's like a form of death in a way. I've actually created a new page. I had 4 pages linked into this one account and had like 4,000 connections across those 4 pages. 2,000 on my main personal page, which to this day is just completely disappeared. So I have a new page, and I'm starting to build back my contacts, and I wrote, because I had a lot of people of course writing to me saying, is this actually you, because it's so confusing, whether it's like a bot or another hacker, or it's hard to know whether it's actually the government or corporations or hackers and criminals. It's quite hard, bots, AI, it's quite hard to tell the difference between all of them these days. They're all kind of meshed into one big corrupt, chaotic conglomerate. But yeah, I made a post saying that I'd been hacked and thanks for coming back, and then I instantly had like 30 comments from randoms, just obviously these like trolls, probably half of them are bots, offering their services as hackers to get my disabled account back, my original one. One of them said that it was a certified ethical hacker. I'm just going to break that down because I responded with capital letters saying, what is that? What is a certified ethical hacker? First of all, hacking is illegal. So there's that. So the certified part is just straight up bullshit. You can't go to like hacking school and then get a certificate. Yeah, so there's that. So do they really think people are that stupid? I guess they think people are that desperate potentially, because it is quite a desperate situation to be in for some people. I had personally not been on Facebook that much around that time, so it wasn't as impactful as a social death, and I was mostly on Instagram, so I just leaned into that. But yeah, ethical, I just hacking, once again, it's illegal. It's a criminal thing. It's a violation. It's like breaking into somebody's house and stealing shit, or locking them out of their own house, their own assets. That's what hackers do. You're in an illegal industry. It is not, and it fucks people up. Like, it's criminal. Like, how is that ethical? How can you prove something's ethical? So I just said that's an oxymoron, bro. I deleted all the comments, blocked most of them. Anyway, back to the journey. Clearly, I'm a little suspicious that, because half of them were like, oh, I'm a metal worker, or this person's a metal worker, and it sounds like metal worker. Right there, I'm just like, I bet you the government and these corporations do employ hackers. I bet you there's like just a mega amount of hackers out there. And like, what do the hackers want? What do they fucking want? What do they want? They just want to fuck people up. Like, they didn't even get anything from me. It wasn't like, Jesus, I just started getting too excited. Yeah, they didn't get any money, they didn't get anything. They just fucked up my page, and then I've got 2-3 pages out there floating. I managed to get, so this is the success story. None of the suggested things to do that I watched and all the videos that you probably have also watched and are watching and going to watch work, because Facebook has closed all the back doors. You cannot, when you appeal, you know, from being suspended, it then disables you because it's all AI, it's all bots. Anything you click that's within the app around being hacked and deactivated will just continually take you in circles and say you are disabled. So that's a complete dead end that will take you around in circles. I had 2 other pages, my artist page and a festival that I ran page, which I could almost log into, but they kept saying they couldn't recognize the device or the passwords were wrong. I think the hacker changed the password and the email, so they're out there. Luckily the hacker doesn't realize I've got these other pages. They just fucked up my main page and then it makes me unable to log into anything. I also have a group page, which luckily, this is my fortune, someone else told me that it asked them to be an admin around the time that I got disabled, which we worked out must have been asking people who already have admin on groups, and it was pre-Christmas, so a lot of people would have missed it, but this one woman said yes, so she saved that group page because it would have been disabled, and I was able to then email her and get her to add me as an admin with my new account. Technically, when you're disabled from Facebook, you're not actually allowed to create a new account at all as you, and they say that it will disable you if you use your name or photos, but it hasn't done that yet for me. So I think, you know, when it's got 6 billion users or whatever it's got, I'm like, what are these hackers like? Who are these fucking hackers? They're like, these people just like bored meta workers who want to just take out some random accounts and just fuck people's lives up. Like, because as an artist, it's actually quite useful. I'm not really on Facebook much anymore, but as an international artist who's been doing things around the world, it's quite useful to have the events page and Messenger and to see what's happening, even if I'm not really there anymore. I'm more on Instagram and also just not really on social media much, for my own mental health and safety and just, sanity and like being in the real world. So like none of these things are going to work. You're not going to be able to write to the US, whatever it was, fucking whatever, what was it? The general, governor general, whatever it was. Some massive law thing in California. It's not going to work. I tried it doesn't work. You're not going to be able to go through Ocular because Facebook, it makes you just straight up pay for something. You're not going to be able to, what's the other ones? They don't give you an option for writing in a description box anymore through the app itself. You can't go through any of the back doors around policies. All these, like I've tried it all. You can't email them. No one's going to respond. You can't go through another page and write to them. It's just, no one's there. It's just run by AI. That's the world we live in. So I just suggest, if you really want to be on Facebook, just create a new account and start from scratch and just have a detox. I've been 6 weeks without Facebook. I haven't even really noticed, but now that I'm beginning the year, I'm like, actually it'll be quite useful to have, and I was really grateful I was able to get that one group page back because that did connect me to a lot of the community that I'm part of. Just meditate on your life and work out who your people are and what's important to you, and that you don't actually need these fucking apps at all. So there's that as well. I'm coming back in wiser, realizing the people who are and aren't there for me and the tool that it is, and that we are dealing with an AI era, but we're also dealing with corporations that are flexing their power, and they're trying to get you to verify your identity through a government ID system, Meta Verified, which is basically like a form of disparity where they're going to get people who have money or like yeah, they're separating the haves from the have-nots, so they'll just take out accounts that are not verified, because with that you'll be able to get the account back, but then you're legit connected to the government like Stasi. That's what you're signing up for. Yeah, and then without that you're just in the Wild West. But luckily I have quite a strong community, I guess, and presence, so just build yourself back. And I feel slightly anarchic coming back through a group when I'm not supposed to be on there, and as myself, but a slightly different version of my name. Just rebuilding, and just use it as a tool and use it for messenger and events. It is an evil corporation. It's a faceless corporation, ironically being called Facebook. They can see you, but you can't see them. I mean, all these hackers who wrote to me on my post straight away, I was like, are these the ones who actually hacked me in the first place? Because it came through my notifications on Facebook and said I'd violated rules through one of my pages, which I thought was possible, which is how they got me. Or someone had reported me, and I clicked, and then I was done for. And then whoever it was linked an Instagram account. I screenshotted everything, but there's no human to talk to. That was an account I didn't recognize that had apparently posted offensive content, which then got me suspended and then got me disabled. And I'm very grateful that my Instagram still exists, but it's all the same thing. And I feel like they're all like kind of watching us and kind of not watching us, because there's 6 billion people or whatever it is, 5 billion or on Facebook. And so you can build a new account and just get somebody else to recommend all your friend contacts, or like use other platforms to help get your contacts back, and just use it as a growth exercise and rebuilding your communities. And who are your communities? It's like, it's evolution. And educate people about the fact that these corporations are incredibly unethical. There is nothing ethical or certified about any of it. It's all like super evil. But they are tools, so you can use them, don't let them use you. And that's my message. That's what I've got to say. Yeah, just keeping it real. Yeah, and do some healing around, do you really need, how many friends do you really need, or why? And we've got a lot of other platforms, so spreading thin is probably a good idea in case one gets taken out, because these systems are incredibly fragile and they could disappear with one click. I'm sure other people might have sort of, you could be begging for months and months to get your original account back, or I don't even know how. It just seems impossible at this point. I think they just don't care, and we're in an AI era. It's all bots. So yeah, take care of yourself and take care of your communities. That's all I can say. And yeah, spread thin, foster your connections in the real world and across different platforms. And now I'm just gonna go for a swim at the beach, at one of the most beautiful beaches in the world in New Zealand on the west coast. And my advice is to just enjoy your life, man. Just appreciate what you have. And yeah, I think we need better systems, and these systems are kind of letting us down at the moment. So yeah, Age of Aquarius, I think I've heard people complaining on YouTube as well. I love YouTube. YouTube is literally my favorite platform. I just love it so much. But everything's flawed, and they are corporate, capitalist, very unethical spy machines, and they are making money out of us, and they do want to control us and algorithms and etc. But just keep using them and don't let them use you, and just appreciate your life and just enjoy your life. Yeah, there's a lot more in the world than being on digital platforms.